Hello, everyone. Me and Glitch here have listened to every single Nine Inch Nails album besides the three Ghost albums, and we decided that it would be pretty fun to rank them based on our personal
Yeah,
thoughts and opinions. And if you disagree with any of the placements, it's just our opinion, so you can have yours.
no, die. We're gonna put you in camps, and you're all gonna die for having different opinions than us.
Okay then. Alright, you ready,
Anyway,
Glitch?
no, but let's go do it anyway.
Alright, so the first album in the list, we're gonna be going through them in order. So, Pretty
Okay.
Hate Machine.
S
The
tier,
very first
immediately,
album,
immediately.
obvious.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
I
this album.
love.
There's not a single song on this album I hate.
Yeah. Well, okay. The second end of the album gets a little but I feel like Sin is just an amazing song. I feel like that's what I get, or whatever it's called. I can't remember for the life of me. My memory sucks. My apologies.
It's
I
fine.
think that song, it's good. I like it. It's a softer song, but I feel like it goes a little too long. Kinda I Want To is an absolute pop. I will never stop listening to that song. I fucking love it. Same with Terrible Lie.
Head Like a Hole is the obvious one, but there's a reason why as
Yeah.
well.
Oh yeah, definitely. That song's amazing. It definitely, you can definitely tell it has a slightly like more mainstream sound to it, but I think a lot of the instruments he uses that he doesn't really use in his other albums in this one, like there's this specific sound that this album just has that I love.
Yeah, it has a
Like
very industrial sound.
no, not even industrial. It's almost like it's hard to describe the
Yeah,
sound. Well, I mean,
mm,
every album by him is industrial. It's Nine Inch Nails,
I
but
know, I know.
there's a certain sound to this album that he has, a certain vibe.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
yeah, it's kind of indescribable, but it's also really good.
Yeah.
Alright, so next album, we're just going to do this by order, but so next album is Downward Spiral, and you would argue this is his
Um,
best album.
yeah, I'm actually going to have to say either high B tier or low A tier.
I can sell for low
I,
A
I
tier. I think the songs that work on here are amazing. It's not his best. Like
yeah.
Ruiner is one of the best songs I've ever heard.
Oh
And
yeah, Ruiner, Racer, Reptile is amazing.
Mr.
Piggy,
Self-Destruct is an amazing
Heresy.
intro.
Oh yeah,
Not as big on
March of the
Closer as
Pig.
everyone else is.
Yeah, Closer was okay. Everyone loved it. It's not a bad song. I mean, I'm not gonna say here and just be the contrarian that just hates the song, but it's not my favorite on the album. Bang Man with a Gun is okay. I mean, it's an interlude. Hurt. Everyone loves Hurt. I don't really like it that much. I think I think the Downward Spiral would have been a great way to end the album off. So I'd have to
Arguably.
say I'd have to say either low A tier, or if you're really feeling brutal, like just top A B tier.
I kind of do love most of the songs in here, so I don't think putting it in B2 is entirely justified. And we have more rankings for some of the other albums later on as well.
That's fair. That's fair.
I can say for a low A tier. It still deserves enough
Yeah.
respect for being pretty crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, time to change our tone immediately. With Teeth.
This album's fucking trash. I hate it. Every song on it except like what was that one song that I actually liked? Like
Uh,
freaking "Don't You Know What You Are" or whatever it was
yeah,
called. That was the only song on this album that had any memorability to me. The rest of it was so freaking samey that I just like I almost fell asleep listening to it. It's just not good.
me too.
I know a lot
I
of
actually listened to the
yeah,
entire thing again just to see if my opinion changed of it. I actually was more bored the
yeah,
second listen than I was the first one, although I actually do like the title track a bit. I
yeah.
like the
Okay.
bass it has.
Yeah. A lot of people seem to defend this album and they try to like just throw off hate by saying, "Oh, you just don't like that it's a softer sound." First of all, I loved Hesitation Marks and that was a softer sound. This album is just terribly boring.
It's,
It's just nothing interesting to it besides like one song.
it's not even that it's technically a bad album, technically, it's just a boring album, and that's honestly worse than the bad album.
Yeah.
And
Like
considering
it's
his
just
streak
meh.
up until this point, it's really disappointing. Because
Yeah,
he
like
had
you
non-stop
had.
amazing,
Oh yeah.
and then
So
he just
I'm
makes
gonna say
this
all the way. Yeah, I'm gonna say bottom of D tier.
a
That
DTO.
album was boring and just not interesting in the slightest.
This is the One Nine Inch Nails album I have no interest in returning to.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Now next one is S tier for
yeah,
me.
Bad
I love
Witch.
that. This album's amazing. The jazz sound. A lot of people don't like it from what I've seen, but I love it. I love the integration of jazz. I just love a lot of the songs on this. God Breaks Down the Door, Shit Mirror is really good.
I think
The
this
the
album
only
is
complaint,
amazing.
yeah, the only complaint I'd have, literally the only complaint, is that I feel like the final song goes on a little too long.
Just
But besides
like
that, this
a
album
tiny
is amazing.
bit.
Yeah, I don't think it can go above Pretty Hate Machine, but it is still an amazing album
Yeah, it's
that I
probably
think
one of my
people
favorite
should watch.
EPs by him. It's why I would
Yeah,
say if this EP didn't exist, Broken. Hmm.
I want to say high A tier. I want to. I actually, you know what? This is gonna piss people off. I'm gonna say put it above Downward Spiral. I love it though.
Very
Everyone,
liking the controversial
yeah.
opinions, aren't we?
Well, whatever. I don't care. The intro track, Pinion, or however it's pronounced, is amazing. I think it's a beautiful build up that just kind of gets your blood boiling in a more stressful way because it's like, oh shit, what's this building up to? Then
And
you get
then,
into Wish, which everyone knows Wish. I
yeah,
don't blame them because it's an amazing song, and there's no shame in liking Wish. That song goes way too hard. I don't know how they got that guitar sound, but I want to know because I want to play it on my guitar because it's awesome.
yeah.
Even though that's probably impossible with the stuff I have. I don't think I could pull that off, but I don't care. I want to figure it out anyway. Uh, Happiness and Slavery is another obviously good one that everyone knows. Help Me I Am in Hell is pretty good. You know, very. I believe that's the instrumental one, right?
Yeah,
That's
that's
like
one of
kind
the
of.
interludes.
Yeah. There's another one that's like
Gave
on the
up.
tip of my tongue. Well, Gave Up's amazing. That's like my favorite song off the album. The final two albums that I think were like bonus songs or
The
something.
five
I don't even.
songs, yeah, and those are two like cover songs.
Yeah,
They're pretty good too.
Suck and yeah, they're good. Not the best. I mean, I don't know. They're not bad. They just don't 100%
Yeah.
interest me.
Uh, but yeah, I think we can both agree on a high A tier at least, because this is an amazing EP.
Oh yeah,
I
definitely.
can't help but feel like we're
Now
forgetting like one other song, but I can't remember what it is.
I think it's like Last, I
Oh,
believe.
Last! Right, yeah, Last! Last is amazing too.
Yeah, probably my least favorite good song on the album, but not bad.
Yeah.
It's not as bad. It's not as like uninteresting as like Suck and Too Physical, I believe, which are not bad songs. They're just kind of like
Yeah,
they
what
exist.
on a
They're not
bad album
offensively bad.
or an air album, Last would be the best song. That's how good the song still is.
Yeah, Last is good. Last deserves a lot of credit.
Alright, so next song, your album, Year Zero. I know there's a
It's
lot of ARG stuff around this, but we're only making the album based off of the album itself, and at first, I liked it.
Yeah. Oh no, it started off great, but I feel like as it went on, it turned into a mixed bag where it's like some of it was like with teeth levels of boring. Some of it was like, damn, this is awesome, and then some of it was okay, that existed. I'm not gonna put it in my playlist, but it's not offensively bad. It's just a
Yeah.
weird mixture of things, but it's got enough that I don't think it's gonna fall into D tier with
I
teeth,
gotta say
but
C
it's
tier,
still
because it kind
yeah.
of got boring after the halfway point.
Yeah, it definitely just deteriorated in quality, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So
Alright, next one. I believe this one is Still. Uh,
yeah, like, this is the one that had that really good song on it, right?
yeah.
Like, and all that came after, or something like that. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so bad with the
It's
song
fine.
name.
It's fine. I'm kind of
I
tempted to
would.
put this in.
I want to say.
Yeah,
I want to say B tier. I want to say B tier because it just had a lot of kind of boring cover songs on it, even with some of the more original stuff. I believe there was a lot of boring cover songs on it, right? I'm thinking of
uh,
the same album.
Actually, I kind of like the covers. I think they have a lot of beauty to them, a lot of sadness as well. It's like the saddest sister piece of Fragile, which we'll
I
get
think
to later.
yeah. I believe this is one that had the day the world went away as a cover on it, and I remember really loving that cover because I already loved that song. But then you hit me with an even more beautiful cover of it, and you got me like tearing up.
Eh,
I don't think it's A tier. I want to say top of B tier though,
I can accept
at
that.
least. Yeah,
All right, the Sweep. Return to form finally after two mediocre albums.
yeah. Okay. I don't hate this album because it's got a lot of amazing songs on it. 1 Million, Head Down, which Head Down is probably one of my favorite songs by Trent, to be honest with you.
Discipline.
It's an amazing song. Discipline is great, even though that gets overplayed in my playlist way too much. The reason it's not S tier is because it's got this 7 minute, I believe it's 7 minute instrumental
Yeah,
that is the most boring thing in existence. It drags on way too long.
and
And
yeah,
you'd think, oh, okay. So I'm sorry for cutting you off.
fine.
But yeah, the question is, where would we put it though in A tier?
Hmm. I would say
I
now
don't think it's
this is
better than Down Spiral.
yeah. I'd say low A
Yeah,
tier. It's like low A tier, almost going
yeah,
into B tier, but the good songs are just good enough. So the cover is a
yeah.
little different because it seems like this album has 30 different covers, but next one's hesitation marks.
I actually want to say, and this is gonna really hurt some people's feelings. I want to put this above Broken, or maybe, or at least Downward Spiral. One of the two. Which would you prefer? Because I feel like it's good. It's a really good album.
I don't know why everyone hates this album so much. I honestly love the sound of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's a softer album. I get that, but the sounds that he experiments with are awesome. I love Satellite. Satellite is amazing. Okay, I don't care what anyone says. That song is groovy as all hell. Sue me.
Better than Broken or not? I don't know where to put it, honestly.
I mean, it's got a lot of good songs on it, but Broken's just so iconic with
Yeah.
Wish, Gave Up, Happiness and Slavery. Yeah,
Alright, so I believe this next one is Add
and
Violence.
Violence. Yep. Uh, I want to say
Uh,
B tier. I'm gonna say B tier for this
yeah,
one.
had some good songs. It had some
Yeah,
ass songs. It was a good
Not
EP.
Anymore is amazing. I love Not Anymore. The
It's a good
finale was
EP.
actually yeah. The finale went on too long, but it was good. The sound that they had for the finale is really good. It's
Yeah.
just it could have gone on a little. It didn't have to go on as long as it did. Is what I'm trying to say.
You say high B tier or low B tier? Because that depends
I
on.
want to say below. I want to say
Alright,
low B tier.
alright. So Ghost, haven't listened to it, but Glitch told me I'm not really missing too much.
It's I think that's the one I haven't checked out.
But we
So
haven't heard the
that
three
one,
Ghost
yeah,
albums.
the white one I've heard a bit of, and I did like it, but I did like. First of all, I get it. They're meant to be played, in the background of you doing stuff, but that's not really why I come to an album. I come to an album to get engrossed in it, get an experience out of it. So just if that's your thing, like if you want to have that stuff as background music, dude, do you, man? Honestly, I'm happy for you. It's just not for me. I feel like, but that's just me. It still has some good music on it. That's not like too long. For me, like if to put a song on my playlist, it's got to be at least below 10 minutes. The only exception being Iowa by Slipknot, but that song's just
Yeah,
15 minutes of badassery.
yeah.
So,
So now we have not the
not
actual events. Hmm.
Branches and Bones is amazing. Just have to say it.
Yeah.
I don't remember a lot about this album. I'll be honest with you. It kind of flew by. But then again, I was like half dazed because I was tired. But I remember Branches and Bones being good because it gets played on my playlist way too much. Not that I'm complaining though.
Yeah.
What
Uh,
would you say for it? I'm gonna say low B tier or high C tier.
I'd say it's Hmm.
Actually, you know what? You know what? Maybe it's better than Add Violence. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it gets better than Ad Violence.
Yeah.
Alright, and
Okay. Well, are we? Here's my question: Are we also rating this based on the album covers?
no, we're just waiting on the music. Although we
Okay,
could
because
do
I
a
was gonna
brief
say,
album cover, but
yeah, because I was gonna say the album cover for not the actual events is garbage.
yeah.
It's not good. I don't know why he chose that for the album cover.
Or EP
Like
technically,
it's
it's
literally
very odd considering some EPs are longer than albums and some albums are shorter than
yeah,
EPs, but that's a debate for another day. Anyways, alright.
yeah. We already know where this next one's going. Yeah. Fragile. I don't even need to say any. Actually, you know what? Now I'm gonna go on a long rant just because this album
Alright,
is
let's hear it.
amazing.
Because I'll
All
agree
right,
with
so
every
somewhat
point.
so you start off with the freaking intro to this album. You have Somewhat Damaged, which is a kick in the freaking dick. That rhymed. That was awesome. Don't quote me on that. I don't care anymore. I'm gay. I'm drunk. Not really. Whatever.
Okay,
The Day the World Went Away is amazing. I don't care what anyone says. That's an awesome, softer song that made me tear up just a little bit. And it made me piss my pants, too. That's a lie. It didn't. But that's how it felt. That's how good it was. Wretched is amazing. Starfuckers is an amazing song. I don't care what anyone says. People call it
complicated.
immature. They call it
Or
stupid.
complication.
Complicated. Complication, yeah, is amazing. Complication is an amazing instrumental where freaking Trent, I believe, screams his guts out, which was awesome.
I can't really
God damn.
tell, but whatever it is, I love that sound.
Yeah, in the live version, it seems like he plays it on guitar. I don't know if that's maybe because like he doesn't like in his newer performances. He doesn't seem to scream as much.
I
Not that he doesn't,
don't really
but he
know. It's hard to
yeah
tell.
yeah
It sounds enough like a scream that I think it's a scream now.
yeah. We're in this together is obviously good. Everyone knows that song, I believe.
Yeah.
Everyone loves that song. The title track, "The Fragile," is amazing. It's a beautifully just almost desolate song. And then you got some of the softer songs. I
Well,
believe "The Great Below." Yeah, Lemur, which is just a. Can I tell? I mean, there's no shame in saying it
yeah,
made
we
both
we
of us
we,
tear
we cried.
up. Oh yeah, we definitely cried to that song. That song,
And
especially with
then
knowing the background of it, that just made it even more like, wow, this is like hard to listen to, but in the good way.
yeah, and then
Then there was "The Great Below" right after that, I believe.
yeah, it was. I think it was just three songs that just constant depression.
Oh yeah, "In the Great Below."
Yeah,
Song is just amazing. I literally just did karaoke to that song at one point in my own time because it's beautiful, man. It's so beautiful. Pilgrimage is an amazing instrumental track. I'm pretty sure he hired a literal marching band for that, which good on you, Trent.
either that or he sampled because industrial usually tends to have a lot of sampling. But I don't care. It's an amazing
True.
song.
Yeah,
And
I
honestly, I
heard
wouldn't
that
be
he.
shocked if he did.
Oh yeah, probably. Uh, what else was there? I have to admit the songs at the end are a little like they're not bad, but they're not like they're not great.
They get a
They're
little
good.
samey in succession.
Yeah, but they're still good songs. They're not mediocre and they're not great. I feel like they're in that middle ground where they're just good.
And wipe with
They're a
decay.
decent way. Yeah, they're decent. They're Ride with Decay is awesome, but yeah, they're a decent way to end off the album. At least they're not insulting, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
Especially
they're
with
great
how amazing
songs.
the album was. Yeah, like I'm happy that they didn't completely shit on the album at the end and just kind of give up because
So,
that would have genuinely angered me so much.
in other words, this is the best album I've ever heard.
Oh yeah, this is
Barring
definitely
none.
like top five. This is top three, top five at least like albums in my opinion. I
Yeah.
love the Fragile so much.
This is probably the best industrial album I've ever heard as well. I have yet to hear one that
Yeah,
actually sounds even close to this one. It
yeah,
has nearly 2
I,
hours, yet doesn't waste a single second. It
yeah,
feels like you actually get everything from every second.
I can understand how that might turn some people off too. It's just how long the album is, but I really feel like it makes up for it by just being a great album.
An
So
amazing album too.
yeah,
Fantastic album. It's the Fragile. I mean, I gave it its own tier, so that's
yeah,
just enough.
yeah. This album is just it's ripe with talent. How about that?
Yeah. And surprisingly, not the K.
Yep.
Alright, now let's rank all the
That was
album covers. Alright, Fragile.
S tier.
S tier.
The
Iconic.
ori-
Super
the ori-
recognizable.
yeah, the original album cover for what it was meant to be would be like D tier. But that little camera glitch, whatever it was, the way the logo gets cut off, it's iconic. It's awesome. I may or may have not thought it was a jar filled with some kind of substance when I first saw it. Yes, you can call me stupid all you want. I fully am willing to be called stupid for that mistake. Whatever.
Holy crap, it
Um,
actually does look like a jaw now that you mention it.
yeah, it's like a metal slab or something. I don't know exactly what it was. You can kind of see it a bit better in that cover album I believe he made, or Halo
Yeah,
as he calls them. I don't know. I mean, Halo sounds pretty cool. I'll be
yeah.
honest with you, but
Alright.
whatever. Pretty Hate Machine's a never S tier. I love
Yeah.
Pretty Hate Machine.
Iconic.
It's iconic. It looks badass. It's spooky ribcage looking thing. It's
Yeah.
it's awesome.
It's a nice little detail using laser as a web cage like.
Yeah.
Alright. So then
Bad
there's
Witch.
which I kind of like it, but I feel like that nothing kind of detects some of the points, but not that much.
Yeah, I want to say at least it's a little the color choice is a little meh, but and like you said, the nothing kind of in there is a little, you know, I
I
don't
feel like
know. I
if the
mean, I don't.
pictures were a little bigger, then that probably would make up for it because I really want to see more of the pictures. The
Yeah.
pictures look cool.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't say B tier just because of
Yeah.
how much missed potential there was, but not like C tier or D tier.
Alright, the slip. Uh,
C tier, I'd say.
yeah. Downward
It's
spiral. I think we're gonna both agree, even if
is that
yeah, S tier, one of the best.
that yeah the process he went into making that is
The guy that made the
awesome.
album cover is so intricately detailed. The fact that it looks like
Yeah,
there's a human on in the wall or whatever, but it might not be.
it's
It's
like
so surreal. It's creepy. It's alright.
yeah. Okay,
Hesitation Marks
hesitation
has like
is
50
hard.
different covers,
Yeah,
but
if
apparently
we're
we're
ranking it
ranking this
based
one.
off of this one, if we're ranking it based off of this one, I honestly want to say C tier. It doesn't look that good in
Yeah.
my opinion.
But then we
I
have,
don't think.
but if we ranked it based off of this one,
Oh yeah, that one's great. I love this one and the more downward spiral looking one.
and
Like
yeah, there's
those
like
two are
50
those two
covers
are
for
good.
some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, for some fucked up reason. But since this is the one that weird orangey one is the one we gave us, we do kind of have to rate it based on that one. And I honestly want to say low C tier. It's just the
Sadly.
colors are obnoxious. It just I don't even know what he's doing with the logo there. It doesn't. It's missing one of the ends, I guess. So it's
I think it's
nine
meant to
inch,
look glitchy,
nine inch,
but
nine inch, 9 inch cock. Anyway, this
it's meant to
album
look
I think it's
glitchy, but
meant to
I
be
kind of
rough.
think it's like an inferior version of the Firetoes cover, honestly.
Yeah,
Like it's like the same colors, but kind of worse. It's not as iconic
yeah.
looking.
If we're rating the other ones though, it would be solid A tier. But since they gave us this one,
Alright. So
Broken is A
broken.
tier, in my opinion.
Yeah, honestly,
It's
I don't
not
know
bad.
why, but for some
Yeah,
reason it grew on me quickly.
yeah.
Alright, add violence. At first, I wasn't that much into this one, but I looked at it and now all the buttons and everything have their own little
Oh
labels
yeah.
and everything. It's a lot more detailed than it looks. I'd say either low
But
A2 or
it's also kind of just bland. I don't
yeah,
know. There's a weird to it.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's kind of hard to
Something
tell because
about
like
it. Yeah. Something
Any,
about it just does not scream iconic. Is what I'm trying
uh,
to say.
if for some reason I both love this cover and don't care for it at the same time.
Yeah, I'm gonna say low C tier. Oh no, high C tier. Sorry.
Yeah,
I don't
actually,
think
I'm
it. I
fine with
don't.
that.
I don't. Yeah. Now these next two, I'm gonna put right in D tier. Still goes above.
Still is better.
Yeah.
It does the
Yeah.
whole weird like text on nothing way better.
Yeah. But they're both extraordinarily boring, though.
I think still has a tiny bit more artistic merit to it, but not the actual effects.
Yeah.
Just feels like he just took a piece of paper and
Okay.
took a picture of it after scribbling the
Yeah.
names.
All right.
Dear
Call me
Zero.
crazy. Call me crazy, but I actually would say this is S tier.
Yeah. Where would it go though?
I don't. I think it's gonna be low S tier.
Yeah.
I don't
Uh,
think it goes. I don't think it goes above those free masterpieces.
yeah,
But
whatever that hand thing is looks creepy as hell.
yeah.
And the
Now we can
car.
actually rate. Yeah, we can actually rate the Ghost albums, and they're all going in D tier except maybe like the first one, which I think would go at the top of D tier at least.
Yeah. And these two are
What would be?
even more boring, and I don't like black text on
Yeah,
nothing because I feel like that's one of. Actually, you know what? This one doesn't burn my eyes as much, so it goes above those two.
yeah. Now with teeth, okay. For a terrible album, the cover art is at least low A tier or high B tier for me. What about you? What would you say?
It does have a lot of cool, intricate patterns to it. Like if you
Yeah,
look
I
into
want to
it,
say,
this,
man. You know what? Put it above the broken. I feel like it goes above the broken.
yeah, that's the one thing
It's just,
I will accept with it being amazing. The album
yeah,
cover is actually pretty good,
yeah. The only thing that's good about this album is its
besides
album
those two
cover. Yeah,
songs.
yeah. It's got it. It's got that going for it at least.
Yeah. But look at that, the
All
video
right.
is almost 30 minutes long. I have finally filled my quota. And we've also angered everyone.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a few death threats in my Gmail now. Yippee!
And my comment, I'm gonna have non-stop notifications about how I'm wrong and With Teeth is actually amazing. But it's just my opinion. It's just our
Yup.
opinion. If you love the
Yes,
album,
believe
I'm
it or
happy that
not,
it did
bro.
something better. I'm happy that it did something
Yeah.
for you. It just didn't do anything for either of us.
Yup. If this video gets 50 Monopoly dollars, we'll do a Corn album ranking next.
Yeah, give me those Monopoly dollars. I really want to play Monopoly and I'm missing those dollars and I can't play it because I'm missing the dollars.
Yeah.